Principles on gram staining procedure. Gram staining is a differential staining technique that is used for bacterial classification and identification of the bacteria, whether it is gram positive or gram negative. The results will be used for diagnosis and treatment guide. The materials include the clean glass slide. So when you buy a new one, you need to wash the glass slides using liquid soap and a sponge. Do not use the rough texture or the Scotch-Brite. And then rinse off using water and air dry or oven dry. So when you do wiping, do not use any regular tissue but only use a Kimtech wipes because it's too soft and it will not scratch your glass slides. We have here bacterial culture, inoculating loop, and alcohol lamp or Bunsen burner. So the bacterial culture, may you use the agar's lamp or the liquid culture in serial dilution. It should be fresh and less than 24 hours when you use this. Because once the culture is too old, it will give you false results. And sometimes some of the bacteria may produce spores and that will appear on your test. So alcohol lamp, it is used for aseptic technique so that you can do the gram staining in a room, not just in a clean room or an area with a laminar hood. You just need that to avoid cross-contamination. And then for the inoculating loop, you need a clean one. Remain clean on this part. Do not have any roasted bacterial culture there or any residue. So if you're going to touch this inoculating loop on the agar's land or any culture, it should be light touch on both sides of the inoculating loop. And then you do smear lightly on the glass slide. So if it is too much, the culture, so it may appear coagulated or aggregated on your glass slides when you check it out on the microscope. For the chemicals, we have the crystal violet, the Grimm's iodine, the decolorizer, which is about 95% ethanol or acetone alcohol, and safranin or basic fuchsin solution. It should be fresh reagents or it should be less than 24 hours when you prepare those. And of course, sterile distilled water and the microscope with immersion lens. So you need the sterile water on the glass slide so that there's no additional bacteria that can be added on the glass slides. And of course, a stereo loop for aseptic technique. And then you need to form a thin smear. So then this is a thin smear will just give you a nice picture of your samples and give clearly what kind of shape of bacteria you have and actually the color. So you need to pass the dry slide quickly through the flame 2 to 3 times so that this bacteria will be fixed. And then you need to flood the smear with crystal violet for 1 minute and rinse gently with water. So the bacteria here will absorb the crystal violet first. And then the Gram's iodine, it acts as a mordant. And then it will just attach to the sample. When you do the decolorization, it should be 10 to 20 seconds only. and more than that will just affect the results. So this is the result of decolorization. If the crystal violet and the iodine complex do not attach actually on those bacteria, it will look like this. And if the bacteria has a thick peptidoglycan, then it will remain just like this. And then by flooding the smear with the safranin for 30 to 60 seconds, of course, the safranin will remain on the bacteria if it is gram-negative, and there's no effect on the bacteria if it is gram-positive. So the immersion oil will just give a very vivid view of your smears or your microscopic samples. And then the result will give you a purple or blue. And the principle on that is it has thick peptidoglycan, which retains the crystal violet iodine complex. And then the gram negative, it might be pink or red because it has a thin peptidoglycan, which loses the crystal violet iodine complex. That's all. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.